Hello everyone and welcome back to another DrAce video. Today it is time for round 9 of our Moto2 career mode. We're going to start from the back of the grid in Assen on the hardest difficulty in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, rub your hands together because it's time to do battle. So here we go then, from the aforementioned position, last on the grid. This one could get messy, but I am determined to get the best possible result we possibly can get. 18 laps of one of the greatest circuits in the world. I am ready for this one. So onto the brakes, into turn 1. We found a couple of positions. Whoa! Had to lift it up there as we almost made contact with Darren Binder. Senna Aegis had a bad start. He's down to 30th as he's actually going to go back up and through me. I've actually lost positions going into the Ossenbroken. What's happened here? We're down to 28th. That's not as good a start as I was hoping for, but into the left-hander. Things can get messy here at the Struben, but thankfully we just squeezed past and we're actually going around the outside of the former Moto3 world champion. A little bit of contact with the number 5 and hopefully we can squeeze around the outside. We just barely get through as he's desperate to get back up on the inside as well, as we have now one of the and that is Dennis Foggia, actually, as a matter of fact. Dennis Foggia up in front of me there at number 71. Looks really weird on the bike that Zonta van der Goorberg is usually racing upon. So now up to 24th. Not a great start, to be quite honest with you, but now we can start churning out the lap times, trying to get through on everyone. Oh, bit of contact there with Xavi Artigas on the right-hand side. Looks like he's not going to have the line, though, to stop me from getting through or on the green. Good job I slowed down there. Thought I was going to get a track limit warning. I don't really want to get track limit warnings in a circuit like Assen. It's so easy to get warnings, especially going into the likes of turn 1 and of course the final corner here for the Geert Timmer chicane. So I need to be very, very careful braking up onto the right-hander, then onto the left-hand side, and then here on the right-hander as well. You've got to be careful of abusing the track limits. We're now 5 seconds behind race leader Fermin Aldeguer. Have I bitten off more than I can chew by starting on the back of the grid? I sincerely hope not, but we do dive through now on Diogo Moreira, and again, getting through another rider into the Ossenbroken. It is Mario Aggi. In fact, make that 3 riders through up on the inside. Beautifully done on Xavi Cardelus. Now we're up behind the runner-up of the Moto3 World Championship in 2023. Yumi Sasaki, he's got his teammate ahead of him for the Yamaha VR46 Master Camp. Can we get round here into the Wienschlang? Oh, I wanted it. I really wanted to try and dive through there, but it wasn't going to be possible, so we've had to wait a little bit longer. So, into the top 20 then. That is a pretty quick improvement. 10 positions found already. Less than a lap and a half, or 2 laps, should I say. So yeah, more or less lap and a half then. So there's Jeremy Alcoba. Of course, he's quite an aggressive rider, so I want to try and get through on him as quickly as possible. In fact, never mind about him being the aggressive rider. Look how aggressive I was. Forcing out the man. Oh, making more contact. Now, this time it's with Barry Baltus. One of the nicest lads in the paddock, and probably one of the only very few Belgians within Moto2. Philip Salac ahead of us, a Czech rider in 17th, and ahead of him is Zonta van der Goorberg. So he's still on that bike. But his teammate Bo Benschneider has obviously moved on, so not fighting in that team anymore as we get our first track limit warning of the day. I did fear that could be a problem. The biggest issue there is not necessarily myself cutting the corner, but getting too close to the riders and trying to avoid hitting them and then touching the circuit. So in fact there is Bo Benschneider, as mentioned earlier. We're squeezing through on the man on the Pertamina SAG team. As we now go into the left-hand side, we have the top 15, and just ahead of us is teammate Dennis Onchu. Half a second found against Fermin Aldeguer, so this one's still very much on it, but I will tell you, I'm on it as well. I am absolutely pushing right now to try and catch up to the rest of the competition. I don't mind if we don't win this or we don't have an historic race where we get on the podium or something like that. Just want to try and make the championship fun. Dominating a Mugello and Sokol for me wasn't all that fun, and I was worried that the content wasn't as good. So this is why now we're going to be starting at the back of the grid. I might make that every race if we have a good one here. Of course, the pressure adds up quickly though. It's nerve-wracking to have to start from the back and try and get through on everyone cleanly. Usually I'll just try and batter my way through, but this time I tried to be a little bit more relaxed and not to be so aggressive in the early stages. Seems to have paid off so far, but we are using the soft combination of tyres. Is that going to bite me on the backside? Oh, was that a track limit warning? Did I really get away with that? That felt like I was on the green. Fine by me though, we do get across the line and set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. A 1:36.003. No! That's not often you bruise the track limits into Harbock. Just being a little bit tentative, as a matter of fact, into that first corner. Don't really need to, there's no panic. Plenty of laps left in this one. We've got 4 seconds difference to Fermin Aldeguer leading. In fact, his teammate is behind, in fact, he's ahead of us and just behind Sergio Garcia. So the number 44, he's in 13th. We might be able to catch up to him then by the end of this lap. Just got to keep on pushing, keep getting those good lap times. One thing I didn't do at all for Assen was any practice whatsoever. No qualifying, no practice. Skipped every single session and went straight for the jugular that is the Grand Prix itself. There is a huge train ahead of us here. If we catch up to Aaron Canet, we basically catch up to Manuel Gonzalez in 4th position. It could actually be Jake Dixon that. Of course, he is now on the Grassini bike for our career mode. Careful. Don't want to abuse the track limits again. Tight to the apex once more to the Muamima. I still can never pronounce that right. Munimi, I do not know how to pronounce it. I keep trying, but out of the Hoja then and into the Ramshot corner, we are rapidly closing in on the speed up. Tight to the apex once more. Tight again. That's abusing track limits. I've got to be careful here. I've got one more track limit warning before things get really scary. I don't want another track limit warning here. I had one in last season. In fact, I think I might have had 2, you know. I took out Tayo Furusato into Strubben, and then I think I abused the track limits as well, so I think I remember doing it twice. I don't remember if it was twice, but I guarantee it was at least once. I did it off my own back as well. The game didn't even give me the penalty, I just decided to do it myself. But look at that sweet overtake on Alberto Reinas from one Moto3 champion to another. Excuse me, I'm coming through. So Manuel Gonzalez in 9th, and that does mean that Jake Dixon was the rider in 4th. Asonket Chantra is going to be dispossessed of 10th position here. There it is. Excuse me, I'm coming through with the Red Bull KTM Kalex. Yeah, it's cooking here. It is absolutely cooking on gas. Beautiful. Around the outside? No, not quite. I'll run it deep and I'll go for the tight line. Not able really to get through yet. Wider line here against the QJ motor team. Can't quite get through on Gonzalez yet. Bike still feels absolutely fantastic. Pucker is a word I would call it. Absolutely superb. And now we're going to try and dive on through like Hector Garso on Alessandro Sacconi. Look at this. Clean as you like, through on Gonzalez. And now in fact, why don't we have a pop at Ramirez as well? Look at that. Don't touch my rear tyre though, whatever you do, because you might send me down. Beautiful. So even with those overtakes on that lap, we lost no more than a 10th of a second. Brilliant. This is brilliant. I'm feeling fantastic. Oh, our T-gas is down. Former Moto3 rider himself, of course, and there is Ethan Guevara. Former Moto3 world champion, so it's another Moto3 champion I need to get on through now. Ahead of him is the Celestino Vietti Valentino Rossi lookalike from behind. Wearing the yellow on the arms and the legs. It looks really cool, that on the Italtrans bike. Kind of wish I had that one now, because I could have had the same thing with the yellow. But I do like the touch that Sergio made with the light blue. Looks absolutely brilliant. And fun fact, whoa, close to Ethan Guevara, goodness me. And fun fact for you, the original DrAce logo was actually light blue. So that's a cool throwback for the Aces. And there is the top 5 protagonists of this Moto2 World Championship. Aldeguer, Lopez, Arbolino, Dixon, Celestino Vietti, and there's bound to be a 6th man. The man who was, well, looking quite vulnerable to start this Grand Prix. It looked like we were going to be down to just 9 points clear from Aldeguer. That championship lead is steadily rising again. as we have a lot of confidence around turn 14. I mean, you have to have a lot of bottle around this circuit, and I think that's what we've got right now. Sheer determination and temerity to catch up to these guys, but this is taking its toll on me. This is much harder than I expected. I thought I would have already caught them up by now. 2.4 seconds is the gap. Tight to the apex. I've done it again. I've done it again. I don't know why I'm beginning to overthink the first corner. The Harbot corner is not a corner you need to think about too much. Little mistakes just creeping in here as we just approach. In fact, not even at half race distance yet. Call me Fermi and Aldeguer if we get a long lap penalty in this one. In fact, Lopez and Aldeguer both have track limit warnings, so they're not out of it yet either for penalties. I just don't think they've abused the limits as much as I have. Certainly not been my best showing, but I guess you can tell how much we're pushing to catch up to these guys at the front. Cast your minds back last time when I was pushing so tremendously difficult to catch up to, and that was in Catalonia, and before then it was Le Mans, of course, where I was absolutely on it. Really pushing it here, though. We are closing that gap down. The gap is just at 2 seconds to Aldeguer. Gap to Vietti is just teetering over 1.2. It is oscillating into our favour. Oh, we're rapid through that right-hander, though, aren't we? Absolutely on it as we lean into the left-hand side for turn 15. Across the final sector here, we could... Ooh, lost a little bit of the front then. That was a bit scary. On the absolute precipice of getting a track limit warning as well. Across the line, another fastest lap of the Grand Prix. It's a 1:35.541. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at lap 8. We've got 11 laps to go. Make your predictions now. Are we going to do the business? Are we going to get up to the front and win this Grand Prix? Starting at the back of the grid against the hardest difficulty in the game. Oh, Roberts is wide. He's tremendously wide, but he does have that line to continue with that position. The gap for him, though, is down to 0.2 of a second. We'll have Roberts done and dusted on this lap as well. Dispossess another one, but this time for the top 5. This has been a cracking race so far, and I still feel really good. Tyres are beginning to feel a little bit loose, but nothing to be concerned of yet. Still very much happy just plodding along, pushing and pulling against the AI. Here we are. There's a left-hander. Yeah, Roberts is struggling ever so slightly, isn't he? Has he burnt up his rubber already? Seems a bit early to burn up the Pirelli rubber, but he might actually be doing that right now. Of course, Roberts the man on the CF motor after Jake Dixon moved to Grassini. Yeah, we're in the slipstream here. This could be short work of Roberts. Of course, don't forget the last time we battled him valiantly would have been in Portimao and then in Circuit of the Americas. Wow, we're closing in rapidly. I need to make short work of Roberts here. Can't wait any longer, so excuse me, Joe, coming through. That was beautiful. That was absolutely clinical. Something that a doctor would approve of. Marvellous. And across the line, a new fastest lap of the Grand Prix. A 1:35.1. Whoa, the long way around Celestino. Oh, it's not going to happen, is it? He might run it a bit deep here, though. Beautiful. We're already through. Ooh. The rear tyre snapped on us ever so slightly there. Is Celestino going to back up the inside? He's trying it. I'm not going to let him, though, because I have the inside line for Strubben. Beautiful. Almost looking like Eric Granado and Zanoni going into that corner from the other day. Oh, Chele's right on the rear. He is going to make life difficult for us, isn't he? Of course, he is our objective today. We're trying to beat Celestino Vietti. Doesn't matter to me if I start in pole, second row, third row, or the last row. I'm going to beat you, Celestino. Now on the right-hand side. This is building up nicely, isn't it? It has taken me some time to catch up, though. It's taken 8.5 laps to be in the podium hunt, and we're still yet to show a wheel to Alonso Lopez. We haven't been close enough yet. Aldeguer, Arbolino. Great to see Tony Arbolino back up at the front again with the MT-MSI Boscascora. Onto the right-hander. There's no chance now that Lopez can contend with that. He can't even get on touching distance with us right now. And here we go into the left-hander. I'm smelling another overtake here. Oh, Lopez has gone down behind us, but never mind about that. It's time to attack once again. into the left-hander. We're right on the precipice now. Look at this. Across the line, we're absolutely killing it. Fermin Aldeguer is gonna be absolutely crestfallen. He won't believe this. Oh, I'm in a tough spot though. He's in the spot where I'm trying to be up until the os are broken, but he's gonna have to concede. Ladies and gentlemen, from last to first, call me Marc Marquez. Look at that. We have dispatched of 29 other riders in 10 laps, or 9.5 to be precise. Brilliant. Is that it? Is that curtains already? Or have I used too much tyre? Oh, Aldeguer's coming back. I know ooh, someone else has gone down behind us. It's Ethan Guevara. He's gone off into the Weinschlang. That's a fast spot to crash there as well. I don't think he'll be getting back on the bike. No, he isn't. It's good night Vienna for the young Spaniard. Man who won the Moto3 World Championship the season before, of course. And has been injured pretty much ever since. Ooh, just getting caught on the curb there. Fermin comes through. Goodness me. Now this is the interesting point, because there's a 10-point swing in the championship here. If we beat Fermin, we take 39 points. If we don't, we go down to 29 points. Fermin Aldeguer absolutely on it right now, but I'm going to go for that lunge again. I can't, can I? Oh, try it. Oh, it's tight. Oh, I actually pushed him off the circuit then. That's actually my fault. Sorry, Fermin. Oh, wow. We lost 1.5 seconds for battling with these guys now. And now up at the inside, there goes Tony Arbolino. He's run it deep into the Harbock. And now we can take over. Philip Salach has been told to drop a position. But for us, it's all busy. Whoa, I must confess that right-hand side is beginning to struggle. Wow, that feels strange. Maybe it was just that corner. Maybe I went a little bit too wide, but I really couldn't turn in then. Look at Aldeguer leaning on us on the left-hand side there. Oh, he's got quite a bit of grunt on his Bosca score, hasn't he? Whoa, leaning on me there. Don't falter. He tries to go the long way around. Surely that's not going to work into the Ruskin hook. And then again on the right-hander. Ooh, steady. Oh, a bit of a nudge. Oh, I don't think Aldeguer is going to appreciate that. But that right-hand side of the tyres is beginning to feel a little bit too loose for my liking. Not bad into the right-hand there for Mandovan. But I can't maintain that right-hander. I'm losing so much time now. Every single time we get onto the right-handers there, not so necessarily this corner here, because I can use a lot of throttle and just manage it. But it looks like Aldeguer's got my number into those corners. Whoa! Again, getting pushed into the corner. I'm on the wrong side of him here, so if I want to overtake, I've got to go around the long way, which works. Yes! Beautiful. We've seen Ortola do that to Via, so it's definitely possible. Probably just not probable. But we're through. Lap 12 it is then. My God. I can't believe how exhausting this video has been so far. 0.4 of a second. Is this enough? Have we finally broken the shackles of Fermin Aldeguer? Usually when the tyres disappear, it's they who suffer more than us. But I have used a lot of tyre to catch up to these guys and to be in this situation, to be fighting for a victory. 0.6 of a second is the gap. Can we hold on? We've got quite a few laps to go yet, so this is going to be some serious determination as I got caught on the left-hand side there. The Triumph 765 purring around Assen though, I must confess. Do love this circuit. It's so good. It's got to be one of my favourites, if not my favourite of all time. It's just terrific. Computer game form, it is just pure bliss. Yeah, I am struggling in those right-handers though. And again, getting onto the power. My eyes just bouncing between my rider and my gap here. 0.3 of a second it is. To Aldeguer on the left-hand side. If we maintain this advantage, going into Harbock, we might have defeated them. But I'll give full credit against the 120% AI. They're still sticking with me. It's not so easy just to get away from them. Not like I expected. I must have used all of my Pirelli rubber to catch up to these guys. But it's not just the one antagonist right now. We've got 2 or 3 behind us. Aldeguer is on our tail. Arbolino's in turn on his. And I think Celestino Vietti is right there in the fray as well. We are miles ahead of the rest of the competition. I mean, there's riders down there that are just going into the final sector. They're miles away. Dennis Onchu's been given track limits. Now, he was in the points earlier, and there's been a lot of riders who have crashed out in front of him. So this is big for our championship, especially for the team's championship. Because if Dennis is earning us points, and I'm going to take maximum, that might put us in the championship hunt, or at least put us into top spot for the team's championship. Of course, it was impossible in Moto3 because the points glitched. My points weren't getting completely carried over to the team's championship. Senna ages to be in a track limit warning. I feel like now we've got a little bit of a reprieve here. Oh no, no! Oh my god, Fermin! What? Oh my god, the rear tyre. Yeah, this is beginning to really struggle now. What was that? How did I not get a long lap penalty for going onto the green there? I dodged a bullet. I absolutely dodged a bullet there. I mean, I gave up the position to Fermin, but I'll do that any day than to get another long lap penalty. I don't want one here. Not in Assen. It's a long lap penalty here as well. It's very difficult to get across and to maintain your position. And it's a tough one to do as well. You don't want to crash there, do you? Onto the brakes. He's got the inside line. I can't fight with him there, so I'll wait for him to run it deep and go back over the inside. I love that. Let them make the mistake. Play chicken with them as much as you want. As Aldeguer's been given another warning. Keep an eye on that. He must be close now for a track limit, a long lap penalty himself. Ooh, thank God there's plenty of grip on the left-hand side. That's not the concern right now. It's the right-hand sides. There's a lot of track limit warnings coming in here, guys and girls. In fact, Zonta van der Goorberg, he's the first victim of the long lap penalty loop. Xavi Cardeloos, long lap penalty for him. So it's coming now. This is the point. This is the make or break point of the Dutch TT here in Assen. I mean, if you're enjoying this, just subscribe, guys, because you must be enjoying this. If you're still watching, you are. I implore you. Oh my god, I went wide there into De Bolt. Corner I always seem to get wrong. Never feel truly confident into turn 9, but into the Dukersloot. Fermin Aldeguer, he's got so much grip with the right-hand side of his Pirelli rubber. I can't match that at this point, but I can go toe-to-toe on the brakes into the Guillaume chicane. And to be honest, I think that's all we need. So let's show my value of getting it right. No! Ah! Oh my god! Whoa, my hands are shaking now. Okay, I'm getting the knees beginning to bounce here. What the hell happened then? Was that the rear tyre that just went? Or did I downshift too early? That felt like it was going to go. I am beginning to really struggle now. The soft tyres was a gamble and a half. And I don't know if it's paying off. Oh, I can't even begin to discuss what was happening then. I lost the front, or the rear tried to come round into the GT chicane. And whilst with... Oh, Dennis! He's got a long lap penalty. We're never going to win the team's championship like that. Christ almighty, this is just unbelievable. Look at all those long lap penalties coming up. And if we get a long lap penalty, Tony Arbolino is going to inherit the lead. Could be his first taste of victory in a long time. Oh, yeah, well, sorry guys, a little bit out of breath here. Yeah, that final corner, I might have downshifted a bit too prematurely. The rear just couldn't grip and I went wide, and as I tried to regain the position on the circuit, Aldeguer already committed. Oh, it's terrible. It's not working on the right-hand side of the tyre. I've used up too much tyre. This is so not like me. I don't burn it up this much. I guess this is the added challenge of starting from the back of the grid. I don't regret anything though. This is going to be a cracking video for you guys. So into the GT chicane. Oh my god, I was so tentative there. I lost... Did I lose like 4 tenths there? Oh my god. This is too nerve-wracking. 2 tenths of a second it is. Into the tight apex of Harbach for turn 1. We are 3 laps away from crowning a victor of the Dutch TT. I love this circuit. I love Assen, and the Dutch people are great. I met Michael van der Mark last weekend again, and he remembered me. He remembered my name. He came over and said hello. That's how cool that was. Got to try and win it for that reason alone. 7/10 clear. I think we've done it. We're channeling Michael van der Mark here. We're going to do it. We're going to win. 7/10 clear. Oh God, 5/10 clear. God, I can't break this terrier that is Fermín Aldeguer right now, nipping at my heels. He won't leave me alone. Please. I've worked so hard for this video. Like every video. Xavi Cardelus, after doing his long lap penalty earlier, he's just been slapped with another track limit warning. It's not going too peachy for the Spaniard. But on to the power then. We're still looking at 4 track limit warnings out of a possible 5. Please don't mess it up now. Do not muck it up into the GT chicane. It's so easy to do. Thousands of players do it every day. Onto the brakes then. Tight, tight, turn. No, I turned too early. I can't believe I've just done that. I've just turned too early. I can't believe it. Wait, Aldeguer got a long lap penalty. Aldeguer's been given a penalty as well. Oh my God, this is it. I've got to absolutely nail this. Get it stamped on the brakes. Ooh, turning it too tight. Come on, come on, come on. Keep it in. Oh, why does it have to be on the right-hand side of the tyre? Oh, man. I'm down to 3rd. Call me Fermín Aldeguer after all. He also had the long lap. He went down to 5th. He's behind Joe Roberts then. Oh, Christ almighty. I've got to do all this again. With no tyre this time. Oh, no way. Please not like this. I've still got a lot of speed though. I've got a lot of confidence. We can still do this. I am not going to give up now. I'd rather crash and burn than to finish 3rd. I'm doing them all. Oh, no, no. Oh, that's going to be a penalty or a warning at the very least. Sorry, Chele. Oh, I can't turn into the right-hander then. Come on. Celestino still fighting. God, this rivalry's building up, isn't it? How did we not get a warning for punting Celestino then? I just took it too tight. I went too tight to the apex. Tony Arbolino is 0.6 of a second ahead of us. I've got to absolutely nail this. The front looking a bit worse. Oh, I've just blew it again, you pillock. I was following Tony. He did the same. Oh, this is it. This is the last lap, guys and girls. I hope you're on your toes right now. Oh, Tony, go on, yes. Tony's making loads of mistakes here. I'm going to send it. Ah. Oh, this is tense. This is absolutely tense. Oh, here into Strubben. No, I can't get through. Oh, come on. Go, go, go. I'm desperate. Please don't mess this up now. I've got to take the 25 points here. What a video this could be for the aces. Come on. I am absolutely gritting teeth here right now. Now we get onto the right-hand side of the tyre. This is when it gets difficult. Ah, come on. It's going to have to be the GT chicane, isn't it? I can't get closer to him anywhere else. DeBolt. Oh, I've absolutely nailed that for the first time. Don't usually get that right. Oh, he lost the front. I've lost the front too. Oh, no. No, I can't pinch you like that. People hate that. I don't want to do that. He lost the front though. I did the same thing. He's also struggling with tyres. Yes, we're in range. Gotta brave it now. Gotta brave it. Go for the inside line. It's 2 abreast. Come on. Onto the brake. Surely they're not going to deny us now. We've done it. We've done it. Oh my God, we're victorious here in Assen. Oh, I don't know what to say. Oh man, my voice is gone. Oh my God, my heart rate is through the roof. That's the best video I've ever done. That was fan dabby dozy. Oh, man. Oh, championship result looks pretty good as well, actually, but to be honest, I don't even care. I just wanted that win. Oh, that's got to be one of the best videos I've ever done. I am so pleased with the result, and we got team championship leader as well. 6 points clear from the speed up team. Oh, I'm knackered. I've got nothing to say. What a race. Guys, if I could hug you all, I would. What a race. I'll tell you what, my virtual ace, he can hug the team. That was terrific. Apologies for bumping Tony Arbolino at the end there. He lost the front. I panicked. I led off the front. I bumped him. I gave the position back. And we did it again. I don't know what to say. I can't believe it. What a race. Guys, thank you for watching the video. I sincerely hope you enjoyed that. If you did, let me know. Like and subscribe. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.